Now, was 100% of your goal to be on the show to find love? And if not, what percentage was for love and what percentage was for fame?
I would say, to be honest, it was probably 50-50. I mean, it's not about fame. It's not about me, being famous or being a celebrity. Like, I could care less about that. I did want to show people my personality because, I think that I have a lot to give to the world. WhaBoom is just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot more to bring to the table. You've just seen a glimpse of what Lucas Yancey, speaking in the seventh person, can do.
So you accused Blake of eating a banana over you while you were sleeping, right? And now he denied that. So how did the cameras didn't catch him eating a banana over you? Like, what exactly happened in that exchange? You woke up and he was just sitting over you?
It's meant to be kind of a joke to an extent, but it was obviously, a joke in regards to him just being very on top of me the whole time and being creepy. And, I'm going to plead the fifth about the banana thing. It may or may not have happened, but it's definitely in his wheelhouse to have had that happen. Could have been a nightmare, could have been real. I would just let you guys decide on that one.
I mean, basically what you were saying is, you're about 50-50 as far as, your desire for love and then your desire to show the world what you're about. I mean, do you feel like any of those guys were really there 100% for love, or is everyone there for a mix of love and exposure?
Some people take it way too seriously. Like, they think that, hey, quit messing up the show, WhaBoom guy. Like, this girl's trying to find love. Yeah, I get that. And so am I, but I'm also just being my fun self. And I wasn't there like, hey, I need to get the next rose. It was like, that's obviously part of it, but it's mostly part of being on the show, and there are guys there, for actually the wrong reasons. And, that whole kind of like the wrong reasons thing comes into play even with guys that make it to the top 4, the top 8. I mean, just people kind of just BSing their way and just playing into like, oh, I love you, she's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I mean, come on. In reality, what person after meeting someone for 5 minutes says I'm in love with this person? It's just, it's all about kind of promoting themselves to get that to the next level and whatever it is. But I do think Rachel did find love, and I do think that she found the guy that she wants to be with, and I wish her all the best.
So do you think that in all reality you were not the right guy for Rachel?
Yeah, I would say that in my heart of hearts that I probably was not the right guy for Rachel, but I think that we did have that fun, loving kind of friendship that could have built up more, if I was on longer. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, we didn't have that kind of WhaBoomness, chemistry that wasn't there, that spark. And I just think that I was probably let go too soon, unfortunately. And, really it's just right now, keep the WhaBoom alive. And I think she really loved it. And we had some really good moments. But at the end of the day, I can't predict whether or not there would have been more there because I just didn't get enough time with her.
Now, do you say WhaBoom during sex?
Great question. And I definitely do not, unless someone paid me to do that. That would be fun. I'm not like, WhaBoom! I don't think any girl would want to hear that and or be turned on by that. Now, it's possible. There's some girls out there. It's just a crazy world. So, I'm not going to say I'll never do it. I'm just saying I have not done it.
Now, what are your ultimate goals in the entertainment industry?
Guess I'm kind of a mix between, Chris Pratt, Jim Carrey, and, Ryan Reynolds, kind of a combo there. That's where I'm leading to.
Now, what reality show would you like to be on next, and would you ever consider being on Dancing with the Stars?
I would definitely consider being on Dancing with the Stars. And by the way, I don't know if you saw my dance moves on the Bachelorette, but I was doing some pretty freestyle moves. And I'm also half Argentinian. Yeah, sorry, I'm half Argentinian, and puedo hablar español perfecto, and I have those Latin moves in me. And I don't know, maybe the professional dancer on Dancing with the Stars, I could teach them a step or two.
Now, Chad Johnson just came out and said that he purchased the rights to WhaBoom. Yeah, and sold you the trademark for double the money. Is this true? And can you tell us the story of what really happened?
Yeah, so what really happened is I saw him on E! News the other day. He's saying that he did contact me saying that he wanted to trademark WhaBoom and all this other crap. And he was saying that I didn't know anything about trademarking. And the funny thing is I know everything about trademarking. And I've had the WhaBoom trademark for like 3 years now. So he contacted me through Instagram saying, hey, by the way, I trademarked WhaBoom. And I just kind of like gave him this like ha 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 type of thing. I was like, I've had it trademarked for 3 years. And he pretty much just like, oh, I'm going to back off anyways because it's, too much trouble. And I'm like, I already have it trademarked, so I don't know what you're going to do. And that's the real, actual story. And he is the one who's continuing to show himself to be this bully and just a bad guy. Like, I don't know how many more chances people can give him, but he's actually, I think, just a bad person. Unfortunately, it's just sad. It's like, why would you even do that? Like, he said he wanted to double his money, and I'm like, dude, I'm like 5 steps ahead of you, bro. Like, congratulations on, like, being a bully, but it sounds like he's been like that his whole life, and I don't know, it seems like it's not going to work in his favor in the long run. In the short run, it's funny and entertaining, but I don't know. I just don't see the benefit of it.
Who do you think Rachel should choose out of the remaining guys?
I'll tell you who I think she has the best chemistry with from what I've seen. And I think that Josiah is one of those guys. Unfortunately, Freddie P., he got voted off. And I think Peter and her kind of have built this kind of connection. And, I would say those three kind of overall the strongest connection with her. And all the other guys are kind of just playing along with the, with the game, and let's get the next rose.
Maybe Josiah at the top of the list? Is it?
Yeah. Josiah is a funny guy. I don't know if marriage-wise that would be the best connection, but that was one thing that I told her that Josiah and her I felt had a good connection. Yeah.
Oh, so you told her that before you exited?
Right.
Lee has been getting some heat for racist tweets he made in the past. What are your thoughts on Lee as a person, and did you ever see him do anything that was racist or sexist?
Honestly, I think Lee's getting a bad rap. He never once showed any sort of racial, type of things when I was around. But from what I know about Lee is he was a solid dude with a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. And I think he was, probably was just trying to kind of stand up for himself.
Have you spoken with Blake since the show, and how do you feel about him blaming you for getting kicked off the show?
In all honesty, it's like without me kind of being there and doing my thing, like he wouldn't be getting any attention at all. He doesn't even know me at all. Like we've hung out like 3 times. And I think he just has a little bit of a imbalance. I think he should seek help.
Now, would you ever consider becoming a recording artist?
Well, it's funny you mention that. It just came out with a WhaBoom song, which and we hope to be a huge summer hit, if not more.
Have you spoken with Rachel since the show, and have you ever dated a black girl before?
I can only answer one of those. No, I have not spoken with Rachel.
Now, can we get a little bit of your Ace Ventura impression for the show right now?
Four-wheel drive van, loaded from the rear. Is that the tank? Oh, righty then. Earthquake test. With my help, he could be the best. 1, 2, 3. This is Lucas Yancey, and you are listening to the Dominic Natty Show, WhaBoom style.